while Shark Week may be all the rage right now, there's some other marine life that's just as fascinating. So here to tell us more about some incredible places to see is our broadcast world traveler, Mr. Casey Carr of Sharon Carr Travel. Good morning.
Hi, ladies. Nice to be with you.
Nice to be with you. You just went on this really wonderful trip.
Yes. It is to Churchill, Canada, Churchill, Manitoba, which is far northern Canada. It's up on the Hudson Bay. I mean, it is really remote. It's so far north. It's right below the Arctic Circle.
Oh my
It doesn't
gosh.
really get dark until about 11:30 at night during the summertime. Yeah, it's totally bizarre. It's a great place to see the northern lights. And it's tundra, right? So it's just completely bare. And there's this incredible lodge up there called the Lazy Bear Lodge.
Okay.
Now, Churchill, Manitoba is, due to some unique geographical stuff, it has the highest concentration of polar bears in the whole world.
Oh, really?
And so that's what you do there. You're up there to see polar bears. This is some
In the
footage
wild,
of the town.
like in their own
in
habitat?
the wild, in their own habitat, and they're so prevalent up there. I mean, they're like raccoons in the town. They chase them out of town. They arrest them in town and put them in this bear jail if they're in town. So it's really cool. It's a totally unique experience. This mother and daughter that you're seeing on TV, we saw these about 15 minutes out into the Hudson Bay. They're just out for a swim because they get too hot.
Right.
And they're incredible animals. They're so huge. I mean, they are gigantic. 1,200 pounds on average, but they can get as, I mean, the biggest one ever found was more than a ton. Just imagine a 1-ton murder machine.
Face to face with you?
Yeah, they're so scary, but then you get with them and they're so, they just look like they want to snuggle. You just want to give them a hug.
But do they really?
No, you don't want to do that because they'll tear your arms off.
It's so funny because you're saying that because, I know as a kid, kids always look at a polar bear, oh my God, I want to go and snuggle and hang and do all that. And you're like, okay, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
But it's amazing because you're face to face with something that's just been almost like a mythical creature to you growing up. They face incredible challenges. Their habitat is disappearing. Their food source is disappearing. It topped out at 80 degrees while we were up there.
Amazing.
That's almost at the Arctic. So just imagine what that's like when you're wearing a fur coat. All summer long. So they're an endangered species. So it's just incredible that you get to actually go up and go out and see these creatures. And not only that, but Churchill has about 60,000 beluga whales that come into the Hudson Bay every summer. And if you've never seen a beluga whale, they're the kind of white-colored, ghostly-looking whale. They're really incredible, very intelligent, very inquisitive. You board Lazy Bear's boat, and you can see here the front lays flat. So you're actually laying on the water. You're at eye level with these whales.
That's insane.
They're popping up in front of you. You can sort of hear their calls, and as if that wasn't close enough, then you get in the water and you snorkel with them. Yeah.
You're kidding?
Wait. Let's slow this down. You're snorkeling with.
You are snorkeling
How
with
large
the
are
whales.
those whales?
They're like 12, 13 feet long. I mean, they're huge whales.
Right.
And they're so human-like. You can hear them call, first of all. But when you're in the water, it's kind of murky and black, and then they just sort of materialize below you.
In front of you?
In front of you,
I don't know,
and
man.
you can hear them making these whale noises, and you're kind of trying to make whale noises back at them. You're like,
That's crazy.
And you're doing this with your arms.
Wait. You hear the whale noise.
You have to learn the noise.
What is the whale noise again?
It's more like, it's kind of like an that kind of.
Do we have to move like that when we do it?
You have to move your arms like this.
Oh, you really do.
But they're so,
See, we learned something from him.
That's right. And they can turn their heads. They're the only whales that can actually articulate their necks, so they give you this really human look, kind of like your dog does when he's real inquisitive.
And
turns
what
his
they're
head
thinking.
and looks. Yeah, exactly. So
That's
it's just
awesome.
It's like being visited by aliens swimming in the water with these things. And so it's just it's a profound experience. Maybe the coolest, most surreal thing I've ever done is being in the water with these whales. And so it's that kind of experience up there. There's just magical animals, magical tundra.
That's great.
The rock and everything out there is 2 billion years old. It's unbelievable.
And Casey, you got quite the gig, and you picked the perfect time of year to go.
I did. Got out of the Texas heat.
And you just said though it's light until what time?
About 11:30 at night, and then it gets light again at about 4 in the morning.
Isn't that weird? Can you imagine trying to go to sleep at night with all this bright going around you?
It's very strange.
Thank you so much, Casey.
My
Great,
pleasure,
and I'm
ladies.
so glad you shared that with us. We're going to have to keep our whale calling.
Do the whale calling. I love that.
You can head over to SharonCarrTravel.com or call them at 800-648-4856 for more details that could fit your travel plan soon. All right, we've got more table talk. Just a little bit more to say. We'll be right back.